Hello, everyone. It's been a while since I've done a solo stream. Hopefully you can all hear me. Things are good. For those who don't know, I'm Mandi Hutchinson, and I'm trying my hand out at these solo games. So, hello to my chat. I see Amanda Panda's there. Thank you, Amanda Panda. You're always in chat. I appreciate it so much. Mikkel's there. Thank you for popping in. And, Paul, Gaming Rules is there. Sorry you couldn't hang out and stay, but I appreciate you dropping by and retweeting, so much appreciated. I'm also very nervous because I thought I was going to be better at this game. So for those of you wondering, we are playing the game Maglev Metro today, and this is a game that I was really excited about because I played it a long time ago at a convention. Well, I should say a long time ago, but it feels like that, like 2-ish years ago, and I lost badly then, and I thought I can do it. I think I can do a solo game and win, and well, this might be a short video, everybody. Just FYI. And Bezier's in the chat. Welcome. Thank you. Good. So if I make any mistakes, you can say, Mandy, no, or some strategic moves for help. I appreciate it. And Winnie the Pooh Hug, thank you. Hello for coming. So for those who don't know, I am not a solo gamer. I'm doing this to try and get more games out there because, they're piling up and I really want to play games. So this is not a tutorial. If you're looking for the rules and this is exact and how you want to play it, that would be Paul's video. Gaming rules. I'm here to just have fun, kind of play through it. I'm probably going to make a few mistakes, but that's why I have all of you to guide me through it, support me, and we also have Bezier Games in the chat. So this is not meant to be super serious. It's supposed to be fun. And I do it on my lunch break, so, nice reprieve from work. So yes, the components are fantastic. So, well, you didn't come here to hear me chat blah 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 about random things. You want to see the game. So let's scooch on over to the game. There we go. All right, so here we go. Oh, Paul, I know you haven't covered it, Paul, but you will eventually. I know you. You get really in touch with the games and get right in there. So for those who don't know, I am a teacher, but what Paul does, he does this full time, and, teaching takes a lot of time and making sure you're getting the rules right, so I applaud him on that. And a lot of people, you need to have time to do it, so well done videos. You should go check those out. So let's take a look at the board. Someone mentioned the components. The components are very nice. These are super cool. Don't know if I can, hold on, show these here. Oh my goodness. So they're clear. I don't know if you can see those, but these are what we're going to be placing on the board. So these are our tracks that we're putting out. So, we're trying to build an efficient system, trying to get our passengers to where they need to go. Obviously, certain colored little map passengers need to get to certain stations, and we can collect them to get some points. So, thanks for joining, Andrew, and you're thanking me now for a playthrough, but you might be like, I have regrets. No, I'm kidding. As I said before, we're just kind of muddling through it. I've only played it once by myself, but I figured I'd go through it with all of you, and I do have the rulebook here in case we have some clarifications, and Bezier's in the chat and can help us out as well if I've missed anything, because I know there's a couple things that sometimes I will forget, and there are some differences in solo play, which we will talk about. So, yeah, let's jump in. So I'm doing the Manhattan map. There is a Berlin map, but I figure maybe I should conquer Manhattan first. Manhattan is more of a casual, I guess they say, playthrough. So someone maybe who's newer to gaming, even maybe someone who's like a Ticket to Ride person and maybe wants to do like a little bump up. This might be more of a map for you, or like me, where I need a win. So we're gonna start with Manhattan. But if you're like, nah, I want to go right in there. I'm super strategic. I know all the things. Then you can try the Berlin map. I'm going to be playing Manhattan today. So it just gives you an idea, okay? So just bear in mind this might be quote-unquote easier than the other. So I've set up everything where we've put our passengers out into the different stations. Now, if you notice, there are no actual blocks of station, just the people. We have to build the station there at some point so in order for us to travel there. Okay, so that's this. First we take Manhattan, then we take Berlin. Okay, good. So there you go. That's the correct order. Okay, good, because I don't know if I could comment on that, so this is good to know. You'll also notice some cards. So there are some on the left here, and these ones here in a solo game come out, and these are stations that I cannot have direct connections with. So I can connect, just not directly. So these will come out in a solo game. I don't think this comes out normally in a multiplayer, but that's what has to happen there. So there are two of those we have to pay attention to. Let me see if I can scooch over to the right of the board. There we go. So now you can see these cards here. So these are actually my cards. I put them here just for room purposes, so it wasn't taking up room. But these are some things that I want to look at doing, or not doing in this case, in order to gain points at the end of the game. So I'm trying not to have any lilac or purple commuters on my board. I'm trying to get some direct connections between, what do we get there, factory and embassy, and 2 points per straight tile in my supply. So I'm going to try not to use my straight tiles. Not going to lie, that's going to be a hard one for me to do, because I'm all about using my straight tiles. So that is something to look at. So if we go to the top left of the board, you'll also see we have this kind of really large hub tile here, and this is where normally players would start. It's just little old me, and I kind of have to pick the direction and where I would like to go. Okay, so that's what you'll see on the board, and you'll notice that you can see some water, so these are things will cost us more if we're putting tiles on those. Okay, then let's go to my player board. Okay, that's weird. I don't know why you lost sound. That was really strange. Can you hear me now? So I'll just wait in the chat. I want to make sure you can hear me. Hello, hello. It's saying there's sound. Okay, that's really weird. It says there were sound, but for some reason you all weren't getting sound. So I apologize for that. So I was trying to show you my board, but I guess I can do it here. I was just trying to give you a clearer view of it, but that's fine. Just to show you here that these are the main actions here that we're going to be taking. So we want to fill these up so we can get more of a certain action. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened in that scene there. It says there was sound, but you all weren't getting it. And here we have extra actions that we can take. So hopefully you can see all of this. And here lets us unlock passengers and build stations. So right now, we don't have any out. I want to make sure, though, hopefully didn't miss that when I set up. It's a possibility. I was kind of doing this rather quickly, but no, we do not start with any... Nope, we do not start with any stations. Perfect. Okay, so, and then these here are for points. Now, remember, I have a card that says no lilac or purple commuters, so this might be a little tough to get those out, unless I don't really care about getting it. It's 10 points. I might want to consider it. Okay, so some actions that we can do. I'm going to do this super quickly, and then I'll kind of go through it as I'm playing. I can lay out some tracks, and I believe I can do 2 of those at a turn. But now if I go over water, that ends up taking one of those. So one of these over water does take up one of my actions. So I have to be careful and make sure that I'm placing them in a strategic place. We can put out stations, which I talked about. We can have little players in our passengers in here and drop them off at a station, but I can't do that until I build a station. I think you can add more to the board, because something I should note in the solo game, there's a bag of a few meeples in here, passengers. I have to draw one out every time before I start a turn, and when this bag is empty and I can no longer draw, game over. There are, because I can look, I just can't, look at, say, this color's in here. I think there's about, let's take a look. 1, 2, so there's like 7 or 8 in there. So I have 7 or 8 turns to get my buttons in gear. So without further ado, my gosh, I'm speaking French. Let's get started. So first things first, I have to draw one out. And what ends up happening is I'm supposed to place these off to the side just to show, because these will come up for points later. More points than I'm not getting. So we do have to keep track of those. All right, so first things first, you want to try and get extra actions early. I need to be able to turn around. Sorry, I moved to this. This should have been like this when I started. There's an action to turn around, because this is going to happen where I'm going to get to a certain point where I need to turn around, and that counts as an action that I need to do. The problem is I don't currently on my board have reverse train as an option, so I actually really need to pick up someone that fills that spot so I can use that action on a future turn. So I believe for placing tracks, and let's verify this, I believe I get to place... let's see, each tile on a tile on a hex with a river costs 2 units of a single action. So yes, I get to put 2 tracks out. So it says that right on my board. I didn't even need my rulebook for that. On my board, it tells me we get the first one. That's kind of free. I put this already here, part of the setup. So I actually get to put 2 tracks for every action. Bearing in mind, if I place on water, that is going to cost me 2. So I want to make my way down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, can I use a curved here? Yeah, I think I can. So I could do this as my first action to place a track there. It's over water, so it counts for 2, so I only get to put out 1 track because it's over water. And then I could put out a station here. Interesting. However, I can't. Not yet. And you know why I can't put out a station? Oh, that's not true. I can't put out a station. I can put out these ones here. Factory, warehouse, or lab. Unfortunately, the colored stations I cannot put out because I have not completed this first. But I am able to put out a factory, warehouse, or lab. So Beze, if you're in the chat, you can tell me if I'm saying the wrong things here. I don't want to confuse people. And it'll also give me a person in here. I need a minute because this goes down very quickly. And then the next thing you know, your turn's over. It's ridiculous. So let's see if I place that. Now, I believe when I place build a station, here we go. So I have to have built a track, which I've already done. And I have to fill, except for, yes, that's fine. These ones are always unlocked. We got that. Okay, and we get to fill, well, unfortunately all those colors are out, so it's not really going to help us. Okay. The first time I play a decision, the color isn't in the game yet, except for the ones on the board. Okay, cool. All right, so what's going to happen here now is I'm going to build a station. I need to get that in order. So what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to build... Now, bearing in mind, we're good. I'm going to build a lab. Do I want a lab? Ooh, maybe I want to do a factory. Oh, I just don't know. This is important because I need to be able to... No, but then I could fill my reverse, do that, build a factory later. I'm talking this out because you'll see why very shortly, but I can then put it here. Now, just so you know, there are 2 colors here. There's a bronze and a gold. They're hard to see, okay? So, for example, these are gold. These are bronze. This is gold. This is bronze, just so you can see. They are a bit close in color, so it's hard to see. Okay, I'm going to make a station. I'm going to make a factory because... Oh, do I want to do a factory? No, I need to do the lab, and I'll tell you why. So I'm going to do the lab. So there is, you can probably see it here, a little meeple that comes. I get that one. So that one comes to my board, and I'm going to place it under reverse train. The reason why is because I'm going to need that action when I get to this spot. So we're going to place it in here. There's like a little recessed area. And we're going to put the passengers back that were there. Okay. All right, so those are, in essence, my 2 actions. Now, if this was a different color I had put out, all the meeples of that color would go into the bag, so that would kind of extend my plays. But that's it so far. Oh, this is very sad. Okay, so now it's my next turn, but I have to take one out. Oh my goodness, we're already 2 out. This is very nerve-wracking. I have no passengers, so what needs to happen is I need to travel. And I need to pick up passengers. So right now, looking at here, units per action, I can move for 1, which is kind of what I need to do. I also need to start making some tracks toward other areas so I can start dropping off passengers. I might do a factory next. Sorry if this is driving you nuts. I have to talk it through. After playing this the first time and doing so badly, I realized I didn't take my time to look at my actions. But if you have questions, please let me know. If I can answer, I believe Beze is there. They can answer you as well. And Beze, when is this game available? If you don't mind dropping that in the chat, please. Okay, so I think for my turn, what I'm going to do... Yeah, I'm going to move. So I'm in this direction, and I'm going to move here. I'm not going to pick anybody up yet. I think I want to build some tracks because on a building tracks, I get to do 2 of those. So my first action was to move. My second is to build 2 tracks. There's no water, so we're good. So I am going to use my straight ones. Oh, I love these tiles. The clearness are so cool. I know, I'm easily amused. What can I say? All right, perfect. So there we go. I've got the straight line going. Bezier has dropped in the chat there. Pre-orders are from the website are now shipping. Okay, it's released on February 24th. So I don't talk about my birthday, but it's close to that area. So happy birthday to me, but to all of you, I guess. No, I'm just being silly. All right, so those are my actions for that turn. Wow, this is not going well. So now our third one has come out of the game. Okay. And jump in if you think I should be doing something. So for those who haven't watched this stream before, I don't mind if you're like, Mandy, I think this might be a good move. Let's try it. This is what the stream is. We're meant to have fun and do this together. So if you think I should do something else, tell me. I'm not going to be mad at you. So let's see here. Okay. So now I have this. So there's a couple things I want to do. I need to start getting these tiles out in order to get them in the bag. So in order for me to get one of these stations out, I need silver and bronze ideally. Right now I can only pick up 1 passenger and drop off 1 passenger. Oh, decisions. Okay. How thick are the transparent tiles? I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but so they're not, and this is really, so that's the tile flat, and this is really going to be hard to see. And then that's kind of, they're thin, like thinnish, I guess you could say. They're not super thick. Okay, so I need to build a station. That's what needs to happen first. So again, I can only build these stations. So I think we'll build a factory. Is that what I want to do? So whatever I build, I get the token that's on that tile to put here. Movement, I only need to move because it's station to station, so that would count as 1 movement. If I get the silver, that allows me to pick up an extra. Oh, also draw. Oh, actually, these are multi. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. So let's do that. So we're going to take that silver. Keeping in mind, when you get actions, you can use them, I think, for the most part, as soon as you get them. I think there's 1 or 2 that are exempt from that rule, but in this case, once I put this down on my board, that action is now available to me. So, for the most part. I think I want to do pick up, because I could pick up both. Yeah, pick up would make sense, because then I can just pick both up now. So that was one action, was putting the factory out, put that to my board, and now I get to pick up 2, because now I've made my pick up 2. This is my second action. So I'm going to get 2. These go in here. This is so cool. They stand up really nicely, actually, in the little train. So, oh, you know what? I can't do that. See? I knew I was going to do that. So, remember how I was facing this way? Tricky. So, technically, my first action, sure, I can build a factory. Guess what my second action has to be? To turn. So, I got to do a little reversal action here. So I will verify that, but that is where the tricky part comes in. But I'm pretty sure for the turn, and we'll just double check before I say that. Yep, that's unfortunate. So yes, I did have to do that. So that technically counts as my second action. Oh, so bad. All right, pull out another one. I'm getting a bit nervous here. So now I can put them in here. So that's one action is to pick up. Wow, this is going to end really early. Oh, this is so bad. And my second action would be to move here. That's it. Oh, wow. How much are left in the bag? This might be a very short stream, y'all. There we go. I've pulled out another one. So now we're back to me. Oh, I really need to get a station unlocked. I don't even care at this point which one it is. Ideally, I would like to get out. Actually, right now the only thing I can get out would be the pink station. I don't even care right now. And I could do a pink. I just have to get something to it. Oh, this is rough. Okay. So that was that. So now I'm going to do my, that's right, because I did my turnaround, build a station. So I did this for my move, and now I'm going to drop off. Now my drop off action, I bumped up. I did not bump up. I dropped off. Here's how this is going to work. Oh, I don't want that though. So if I put one in the drop off, that will give me an extra drop off, but I now no longer have the passenger, but I could pick up another. Those bronze, yes. This is how this game is. You're constantly thinking. So let me talk you through what exactly is happening. So right now, I only have one action left here. So I can drop off one because I only have the capacity to drop off one. So when I drop that off, it comes to my board and I could put it in the drop off spot, which now lets me to drop off two, but I only have one remaining. So I can either drop off the other one, put it on my board so I can open up a station later, or I could just pick somebody else up and drop off the next turn. So, oh my goodness. All right, y'all, this might be a really short stream. So I think I'm going to, which is the easier color to get at this point? Bronze, because bronze is going to be there. So I'm going to take this, the bronze. So this is my second action to drop off. And because it's multicolored, let's see here. It means I can put any color here. So let's drop off there as my secondary action. And that's it. Okay, my time is very limited at this point if you haven't noticed. I only have a few more in the bag, so there we go. So pulled out another one. Now back to my two actions. Okay. I could now pick up a bronze, because pick up, I can actually pick up two, but I can only hold two. So I can do this the other way. So I could drop off this silver one here. Has to be silver. Oops, not there. Yeah, drop off's going to go here. My bad. Because remember, we want to unlock that station. That's action one. And then I'm going to pick up, and I can pick up two, and I can actually hold two. So I'm going to pick up these two. Oh, do I want to pick up two? Because then if I end up building that... No, hold on. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to pick up. For my second action, I think I'm going to... Okay, we're going to build a straight here. So it's over water. That I can only do the one. That's it. We're done. Oh, good gravy. Oh my gosh, there are only 3 left. I'm in trouble. If I don't get something in here soon, we're done. So, now I can build a station. But I can't build the station I want. How many do I have left? I can't build a station. I'm still short one. Let me see. I can now. You can do this. You can check in my bag. I have 2 turns to get this figured out. So, I could... Oh, I don't know how that... Yeah, oh, yes, okay. I could pick up here. Pick up the 2. Turn. That's 2. So one will go out. Pick up to that. Then another one will go out. Drop off both. Fill this in. No, because I have to move. That's one action. Drop off. That's 2. Yeah, this is a problem. Yes! Math! Yes! Thank you, Matthew. See, this is why I have such a fantastic chat. I can adjust. And you know what? I never use that action. Thank you. So, adjust, I'm going to be honest with you, adjust is one I never use. But you can actually shift them on your board so it can help you. Not from points, like the pink ones and these ones up here, but these ones. Okay, now I need another minute to get in. Oh my goodness. See, this is what I have the chat for. Solo gaming, I told you. I just forget things. Thank you, thank you. So, okay, so what can we do to make this work? To adjust. So right now I can do an adjust thing of 1. My problem is, I'll tell you what my issue is right now. Oh, no. I could totally take from capacity or whatever. Yeah, because I need a bronze. Capacity or drop off. Doesn't really matter at this point. And put it down here as action 1. So that negates me having to go back and drop off at the lab, because then I can create one here. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. So what I can do then is, instead, for this action, because I had built that was done. No, now we're back here. Sorry, I have my 2 actions. So I'm going to adjust for an action, which means I'm actually going to take, this is so nerve-wracking, I'm going to take, doesn't matter, I'm going to take drop off, and then I'm going to put it into, excuse me here, unlock. So this now will allow me to unlock this station. That was action 1. Because I already have a path there, I can now put out a station as my secondary action, thus putting those in the bag. Ah, Matthew, chef's kiss. Beautiful, thank you. So we're going to take that office. I get this pink one, which is going to go on my board. Let me just put this out. And this is going to go here. But even better, all of these pink ones go in the bag. We'll verify that to make sure I'm not telling you stories. But let's take a gander here. So build station. Yep. Goes into the bag. Perfect. Woo! I was about to say, that was going to be a really short stream. So shake, 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 because there are a few robots in there. Robots are the silver, bronze, and gold. So those were my 2 actions for that. I do still have to place my pink one, which I think I may have put in the bag by accident. There we go. And that one, I usually try and build up those extra actions because, as you can see, 2 actions is super limiting for me. So, although stations are also something that kind of needs to happen right now because I'm feeling a little concerned about that. I'm almost tempted to do this one, so I can start building that. Yeah. Okay. That just means I need to get another silver, but that's fine. So now that's great. Not mad at this because now another one comes out. Well, I figured it was going to be pink. That's mostly what's in there. Now we're on to my second turn. And so how many people pre-ordered this game? Or who has never even heard of this game? I'd be curious in the chat to see your thoughts so far. Okay. I feel like I'm very serious in this game because I want to at least get more than 25 points or whatever it was I got last time. It was depressing. Like, so depressing. So I could technically do a refill, but it would get me a pink, and pink is not kind of what I'm going for right now. I need to readdress what's going on here. Let's see. Okay. Let us... I want to pick those up, but I can pick up 2. No, my capacity... Okay, my capacity is still 2. I can pick up 2. My drop-off, not so much. I need to fix that. So... Okay, so Amanda has a question. Does pulling a certain color from the bag matter? Not for this part, the solo stuff, but it matters if I'm refilling a station. Because if I pull out a color that's the same as the station, I have to put it aside and pull out a different color. That's all that means. But in the solo one, it's here. Points at the end of the game, just depending on, I think, how many are there. But to answer your question, no. Not for this. Okay, let's see. So I could pick up. I will have to turn around. That's a given. I'm going to have to turn around at some point, but I can't pick up 2. So my question is, do I pick up 2 bronze and drop those off? Because then I can put, I can get extra movement, I can get extra drop off. Refilling a station is nice. Adjusting, it's those extra actions that I really want to get. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to pick up, and picking up, I get to pick up 2 units on a turn. So I'm going to pick up these 2. It's right there. Why wouldn't I drop them off? And then I have to turn around, which counts as an action. So, burp, 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 burp. There we go. All right. See, now we're kind of having to rethink the actions. Please don't be any robots. I need the robots. So much pink, so I'm okay with this. All right. So, we're back to now 2 actions. So I could move for 1 and drop off for 2 and start filling up some stuff on the board. Ideally, the silver is the one I should have picked up from last turn, but here we are. So I'm going to move to the lab for 1. Might have to start going in this direction. And I'm going to drop off these two, because I can... No, I can only drop off one. Oh, I can drop off... Yeah, I can only drop off one. Even though I technically now can do two, I don't have enough actions to warrant it, so... I should have picked up the silver. I didn't notice that. Picking up the silver means I could have turned around and continued going this way, but because I've not done that, we have a problem. That's okay. We're going to try and make our way to maybe opening up a pink station. Although there are no pink things on the board, so we may have to do some refilling to get that to happen. Okay, so that was my very sad turn and disappointing. Oh, I could drop off on the next turn where I am, so there we go. So that's that. And I'm going to drop off here for one. I should really start looking at extra actions, to be honest. Or do I want to do movement? Extra actions, movement. Extra actions or movement. I don't know. Right now, movement's not an issue, because I can move at least 2 stations, I think. Move. No, I can only move 1 station. Oh, you know what? That might be good to get. I really want this extra station, though, to come out, but I don't have the right thing to do it, so I'm going to actually fill up my move. So that was action 1, and then for my second action... Oh, I need to build... rails. Unfortunately, I cannot do it. And actually, this is a question I have for Bezier. I need to build 2, but I only have enough to do 1 because I can't build on this one. Can I build half a rail? That's a question. So can I just build 1 and then finish next turn, or do I have to finish it? This is one thing I wanted to ask, and I had forgotten to do that ahead of time. So if Bezier is still in there. So Amanda, you're saying I should do the extra actions instead of the, I think it was the drop-off? Okay, so... we're going to listen to Amanda. Instead of doing the drop-off, which is where I think I put... No, sorry, it was the move. My apologies. Move. Instead of the move, we'll do that for that action. So, okay, I can do part of a rail. Perfect. Because the reason why I say that is because this one has water, and it's going to take 2, and I don't have enough action points to do that. So, let's do... this. So that's my second action. Okay, I'm getting nervous now because this is going really fast. Okay, so thanks. I do not need to get all the way to the other station to build that. Some games are like that. I know in some train games you have to build the line. You can't leave it halfway done, like by the end of a round or something like that. So, Amanda, and you're right. And I say this every time. Extra actions is more flexible. And in this game, you actually should go for extra actions early if you can. Movement, yes, you'll need it. But right now, I'm just struggling to get... try not to empty this bag too quickly. So, now we're back to me for my 2 actions. So let's take a gander here. Now, what I would like to do is get another station out, but I need silver to do that. So I would have to turn around and get that one, or I could do a pull. The problem with a pull, there's so much pink in the bag, I cannot even guarantee that a silver will come out. So I could turn around as 1, travel for 2, pick that up. Technically, I guess I'm dropping it off there. And dropping that off would get me... So I could... No. So that's a good question. Extra actions, I have to complete this entire row in order for me to get extra actions. So what ends up happening is once I've completed this row, fill them up with passengers, instead of 2 actions now, I'll get 3. And if I fill these ones up, then I'll have 4. If I fill this ones up, then I'll have 5. So this is, you got to work at that early, and this is what I should be doing. So yeah. So instead of opening up this, I could work on getting the extra action, but that means, because I can definitely see how many I have in the bag, I don't have a ton of turns to do that. So I still have to drop this off. So I could technically move there for 1, drop it off for 2, but it's actually going to take me 2 turns to do that. So I can't put any stations. I could put another pink station out right now, but really it's just going to get me another pink, and that's not really going to help me at the moment. Sure, I might get some points later, but it's not what we're going for. Okay. Oh, this is where I get stuck. I could... No. Okay, so let's turn around. That's 1 action. This is why I want that extra action, because that turn enough is a struggle. And I'm going to move to the station for 2. I might have to make my way back this way now, which is fine, I think. Ugh. That's fine. So that's it. So now we're going to do this. It is. The solo is... Okay, so how to explain this? I have a hard time with the solo. I'm not particularly good at it. Let's be clear. You can all see that. But I'm enjoying myself. I've played this multiplayer. I prefer it multiplayer. And I like the way that tiles stack with other players and whatnot. That's kind of fun. But as a solo play, yes. And I know I've talked to other people who are better at playing solo games than I am, and they found it also really tough. That's not to say it's bad. I just prefer multiplayer, but I thought this would be a good way to give you all an idea. So now we're back to me. I pulled one out. We're now back to me starting my turn. So at this point, I could draw one out because I don't have any pink. If I pull one out to draw, then that one will, I can drop it off later. But like I said, pink is not really a thing for me right now. Or I could move there and build. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move here. Oh, I'm going to have to turn again, aren't I? I will. Oh, this turn is driving me bonkers. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it. I have to do a turn regardless. So I'm going to have to move to the pink tile, do a turn. That's an action. Or that's my turn. Put out one. Second set of actions. Put out a tile. Put out a station, which will get me more meeples. Okay, so for this one, I've done that. So, sorry, we're here. So we're going to go here. Oops. And I have to do that. That's my turn. Oh, this is brutal. Okay, another one comes out. You know, that silver is the one I've been eyeing, and I'm like, oh no, I don't think it'll come out. There it is. So now I'm going to build a track. I don't think it's touching water, so we're good. I feel like I don't want to keep using my... Can I use a curved one instead? Yeah, let's use a curved one. I'm trying not to use the straight ones as much. So that's one action, was to build... that. And how many tracks can I build per action? 2, but that would take up a whole one, so we won't be doing that. Okay, so now we're going to build an embassy. Can I do that? Not yet. I still need the silver. Oh, I did that so wrong. I forgot that I needed the silver. The only thing I can put is a pink, and I don't want pink. I want silver. Yeah, I did that wrong. Son of a biscuit. Well... since I seem to be on a horrific roll here. Just horrific. Okay, so instead of that, I could build a warehouse, because warehouses don't cost me anything to build. I'm not going to get anything else in the bag, but it does give me a gold, which will push toward my extra action. Not mad at that idea. So I will build the warehouse. Oh, guess what? I can't build the warehouse. Oh my goodness. You know why? Because of this card here. I cannot have direct connections between the office and warehouse. So the pink and the gold tiles. Oh wow, this is brutal. Okay. Wow. I'm struggling. So Matthew's saying on the build off of the lab may be a legal move. Stations can only have one entrance and one exit. Oh, the build off the lab. Oh, I see. When I did this, yeah. So how about this? So what he's talking about here, I couldn't do this. I can only have one. So technically, that's kind of locked off. I can't branch off like that. Thank you for that catch. So instead of putting that there, I'll just put it somewhere else just because it's a lost action, so to speak. So let's see where we can throw that. That's not going to make a problem here. Here, we'll just put it here. And Matt, you can tell me if that corrects the issue, if I can do that. So I believe you can do them off of the hub, but you cannot do them off of the stations. Thank you for that catch. So for those just jumping in, I had made an illegal position here, branching this. You can't do that. So I've moved it here just to kind of correct it, but Matthew can tell me, yeah, perfect, that we can do that. Excellent, thank you. I'm struggling right now. I have an action that I have one action left, and I feel like it's... Oh, I did not do the right things here. Yeah. Well, I don't even know what to do. I'm so stuck. I think I'm going to build, and when I'm building a track, and this is, I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Even though I'm not here, can I build this? Or do I have to be here to do it? So let's Matthew answer that while I'm pondering of my next move. So I'm stuck really at this point. I mean, technically, I guess I could pick up a passenger, but they're not going anywhere right now because I have nowhere to put them. But yeah, Matthew, if you're still here, Can I build there? Or do I have to be on that space to do so? If not, then I might just reverse and go back to get the silver one and then drop off there. Perfect. So yes, so to answer my question, Matthew said yes, I can build here. So at least that puts me in a position to be ready to build a station when I eventually get to it, because right now, it's a problem. So yes, I don't have to be here to build that. So that was my second action. Wow, I've totally... Any chance I had of redemption, I bungled up by going in this corner. I really need silver badly. So I think what I might do is just turn here. So I got to turn around, that counts as an action, and I'm going to travel here. That's the action. I'm going to pick that up, and then Matthew can let me know, can I pick up and drop off there? I'm assuming it's the only one that's available, so I'm assuming I can do that. So there we go. We only have a few left in the bag, so right now I'm wasting time, and it's a problem. So what I'm going to do then is pick up this one, and I'm hoping that I can drop off here, but it's a possibility that I cannot. Or was that supposed to go back in the bag? You can let me know, Matthew, when that station came out. I have a strong suspicion that I will not be able to drop that off. Think. So if I can drop that off there, great. That allows me to open up the embassies, which would be very much needed because I'm getting so low on the bag, and I can build it there. That's what I thought. I didn't think I could pick this up. I thought it should have gone back in the bag. So when a station of the same color comes out, they have to go back in the bag. So I missed that one. It should have gone back in, which is fine because now it makes things a bit easier. But for me, yeah, not great. What do I want to do? So I could do a refill station. So I can pull out of the bag and see if I can try and get a silver. No, silver can't go there. It would have to be on the lab and then come back. Oh, this is bad. Okay. I'm all over the place, and now I'm getting frustrated, so... What do I need? I need silver. Silver is here. I don't have a station there yet. I need to make a station. But I could do that. I can make a station. I can build a station? Not yet. I need the silver. So I need to put a station there of sorts to get the silver. At this point, I cannot put a warehouse, which is the only station I can put out there, but I could put a pink station there, which is ridiculous. But it at least will get me a pink, does nothing for me, but then I can pick up the silver passenger robot that I can get into here to open that station. This game is a lot of that with the solo. I'm sure some of you are like, Mandy, what are you doing? But like I said, I don't play solo, so for me this is a lot. Okay, so I'm going to build a station. I'm going to build an embassy. I'm going to build an... Oh gosh, but then I need movement to get there. Okay, can we adjust something? We might have to. I might have to use the adjust action here because this is a problem. Yeah, okay. I don't have a choice. I'm actually going to use an adjust action for my secondary action and just put it in the silver here into here to unlock that station. This is getting out of control. So let us do that. Oh my gosh, there's like 4 in the bag. Okay, so now I can build a station, which I so desperately need. And I really need to up my movement. Oh, there's so many things I need to do. So the position I'm in now, I can only move 1 space because I don't have anything, which would cost, oh my goodness, it would take me 1, and then I could move 1, but then it's going to take me another, oh my goodness, to get there. Okay, let's try building an embassy. Let's just worry about that first, because right now I just need that to be built. So these go on there, they don't match. I get this one. Is that where I want the embassy? Hold on, I want to look at my things. Yeah, unfortunately, had I done that properly, I would have been able to connect the silver and the embassy to get points. I didn't do that, so. Now I get this one here, which I could put toward an extra action. Or I can get 2 VPs, but that needs to be... What's this? 1 Bleefy plus Link. Oh, good gravy. This isn't going well for me. So do I continue working on an extra action, or... because I can't move it once it's there. Once it's here or there, I can't move it. Oh, this is brutal. Or I can work on VP cards. That's an idea. You know, I'm going to need as many points as I can get. So I'm thinking I might do that. If someone disagrees, now's the time to let me know. So we put out the embassy. That was for that. And then I'm going to move one. Wow, this is, I only have a few left. I really need to hustle, hustle, hustle. Oh, I forgot to put these back in the bag. Dick. Those go in. Those go in. Sorry, forgot. Once I put those out, all those should have gone in. There we go. Okay, so I have a bit of a reprieve here. So, my movement sucks, but I could try and pull some out, although I don't have a very strong inclination toward the fact that there's not going to be, I don't think there's going to be what I need to get there. Actually, no, because I can pull one out to bring it to the embassy. What am I thinking? So yeah. Let's do a refill station. So I'm going to pull one out because I can only do one. Please be the color. No! Oh. Okay, but I get 2 actions, so I could do it again. All right, so let's do it one more time. Yay! Okay. That's that. Now we're going to pull out that for the beginning of the next turn, and now we're back to me. Wow, this is terrible. I can hold 2, but I can only drop off... No, I can still drop off 2. I can't in this particular case. So I have to turn. Oh my goodness, this is so bad. Okay, you know what? At this point, mind you, picking that color up is not going to do much for me. No, it's not bad, actually. I can work toward my VP points here. I need to get more stations out. Okay. And I have to turn. Oh, good gravy. So I'm going to pick up. I could pick up. Oopsie, hold on. That was a bit of a situation there. I could pick this up. Yeah, I can't do that because that's going to loop that. And that is not good. As much as I would love to do that, it's not going to work. So I can pick up that. I can pick up both of these, but it just means that I'd have to kind of come back around, and that's a bit much. Although I could put out another pink station there if I wanted to. That's an idea. But I can't get to it there. I still have to go around because I can't have them branching. Ah! Frustration has set in. But I could technically make a pink somewhere here. Drop that off, and it gives me 2 options. Working my way... Now I'm regretting not doing this. For my extra actions. Okay. I need a station out. I need a station that's going to get me lots of people, so I need a purple station. In order to get a purple station, I need a gold and that. So you know what? It doesn't matter. I need to get somewhere so I could get more peeps. People. So I'm just going to pick up, I mean, I guess I could technically just pick these both up. What does it matter? And, sorry, and then turn this way. So that's going to be my action. Oh, there's only a few left. This is rough. So, hello, Christian. Yes, I'm playing games that are shoveling. We have someone that comes and shovels our driveway. And I have a snowblower, but pay someone to do it. For those who don't know, I live in a place where there is lots of snow. Christian also lives there. Yeah. So now we're starting over a new turn. So I'm going to move to 1, because I can only move, I think I only have a movement of 1. Oh, goodness. So when I get to the hub, I'm pretty sure I have to use an action to turn. But let me just double check. That would be... let's see. Nah. Yep. So I do have to turn, because that's where my line ends. Got to turn this way. Oh, my goodness. So that's that. Turn. Sorry, Matthew, what were you talking about? You do not. Oh, I don't have to use a reverse action to do that. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I did. Oh, thank you. And that's what I thought when I got to the hub. It lets me do any direction. If not, I would be in so much trouble. Thank you. So that didn't cost. So I still have 1 more, which allows me to move here. Good. That saves me some time. Although now I regret picking up this pink passenger because I can't drop it off. So let's do this. You know what? Oh. I've got a few more turns to figure this out. So now we're back to my action, because I picked that up. We're going to drop off this one. I really should be looking at extra actions, but I feel like I've kind of painted myself in a corner at this point. So I'm just going to go here and just do that and just fill that up. Hopefully I can do that and give me some points. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to need them at this point. I could drop off, but I only have the one. So that's fine. And now this is where I would have to use a reverse because I'm at the end of my line. Although I'm really considering making up here, but if I do a track up here, I can only do one to go up here, but it does... Oh, I could pick up. Could I pick up? Yes, because I could pick up, because they're gold, not bronze. I could pick up for my second action, but I can only pick up one because unfortunately I took up the pink one. Don't ask me what I was thinking. And I can place... Oh no, that's it, because I dropped off. So, yeah. Okay, well, it's approaching the end here. This is the end! The end, my friend! Oh boy. Okay, so now... It really is the end. Oh gosh, this is awful. I can place one track per action. But I can't do that because I can only... This counts as a 2. And I don't have the means to do that. Wow, that's garbaggio. Well, we are... Yeah, so if you're just joining in, I feel sorry for you because I'm pretty sure this is going to end. It's not going well for me at this point. But let me just double check for my track here. 2 units of a single action, which I don't have. So, yeah, it's the final countdown. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, well, it's looking like that. I'm trying to figure out a way to get another station out. Unfortunately, I might have to use... I could use an adjust to... So I can build a track here. That might be the best option. I've never used adjust so much in my life, to be honest with you. Yeah. I can't pick anybody up right now, so that probably would be the best one. I'm going to put that here for 1. And then I'm going to make a track. Oh, no, I can't. I can't. It would have to go this way. It'd have to go this way, which is fine. So let's do... Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. This is water, so I can only do that. Oopsie. Can I do that? Oop. Can this go in? There's like a curvy one. No, it can't, actually. I have to use a straight. That's fine. Nope. Yes. No. Can I do that? I cannot do that. Hold on. I got to think about this. So I used it so I could add more tracks. I might have to do it from the hub. I can't do... What I just did is a no-no. You cannot split things like that. So that was a no. Yeah, I noticed that after. I'm like, Central Park's a no-no. Hence the reason there are no tiles in there. I could do this, but then I can't because then I can't branch off and that loops it, which I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do. So with that being said, I'm going to actually build off of the hub and do... can I do that? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Do I want to do that, or do I want to do this? I think I want to do this, actually. Because if I go this way and here, then it gives me the 2 things that I need. No, here's where to go. However, I'm going to tell you what the problem is, because I poo-pooed it. No, this is not going to work. What am I doing? Can I do that? No, it's a curve. I need a curve. I need a gentle curve is what needs to happen. There we go. So I ended up using that to put another track. So technically I could do another track from there. I could put one here. So, because I get to put 2 out because I moved that. So that is what I can do. No, I can't do that. I can do that straight through. Pulling these tracks, like just getting this organized, and I'm not a spatial person at all, so I find this really tricky for me. So I cannot have that branching, but I could have it going around this way. So I could use a gentle curve to come out of it, like so. Because then it can come that way. Okay, that works. Okay. Oh, that roundabout business. So I probably not going to make it past this because I have one in the bag and I still have to try and get there with a station, and I don't know if I'll be able to do it. So if I have one left to pull out in this turn, I need to get a station out, which I cannot do until I drop that off. The only thing I could put there is a warehouse, but then by putting out the warehouse, I will lose the gold one that's there, but it doesn't matter because I'll be getting the gold one that's here, which will go here. I just need a bronze. So I don't even need to go there, actually. So I'm going to build a warehouse here. It actually doesn't really matter at this point. I don't even know if I want to do that, but we are going to do that. So see how this is here? That actually comes off. I cannot have the same color there, which I might have poo-pooed in the beginning, so I'm sorry. And then I get this one back, and it goes to my board, because it was the one that was on the tile. And I'm actually going to put that, it's gold, so I'm going to put it here on this lavender station, because I have lots of peeps there. So that was one. That still doesn't get more. It only got one more thing in the bag. Great. It prolongs the inevitable here. I can only move. What do I need? I need to drop off a bronze. So I need to drop off this gold and pick up the bronze, which is at that station. So for my next thing, I have to turn around. That counts as an action. And I got to count this out to myself because I can only move one. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make this. I won't. I'm going to try, but that comes out. Even if I change, so I could move further. So if I can go 1, 2, so I do that, 1, 2, pull that out, drop the gold one off, which will go to, oh boy, I still think I'm going to be short. I need to, so for this turn, I have how many in the bag? I'll tell you how much I have in the bag. I have one. And this is where my problem lies. In the fact that there's nothing, I can actually, technically I could build an office. No, I can't build an office. But it just prolongs, actually I could build one right here. That would put that in the bag. Giving me that extra turn. That takes an action though. Put that in a bag, just prolongs it, so that gives me 2. And then allows me to move. And then next turn, I have 2 actions, which allows me to move and drop off, but I'm still stuck where I am. Or I could just adjust now. Take something here. So capacity I cannot do. Drop off I could do. So I could take the bronze from here to adjust, put it in here to unlock the purple station, and move it over there. So nope, I cannot have purple and pink because of this card right here. That can't happen. Okay. Or, these are the scenarios I'm going through in my head. Or, I could build a rail here. Build a rail here, adjust, because I have the one, right? Right, that was one this is the turn we're doing now. Build the rail. No, I need to be able to put the station now. Because there's nothing in the bag. Okay, oh my goodness. I don't even know how I'm going to make this happen. So, oh boy, we might be done. I'm trying to go through my brain how to best do this. I only have 2 actions. 2. So this is why getting extra actions is important. It's a lesson you think I would learn by now after playing this, but still, doesn't seem to happen. But we're going to see what we can do. If I adjust to be able to put out a purple station, here's the issue. Normally, I would have just said, hey, great, put it there, we're done. I can't. Because of this card here, I cannot have purple and pink joined together. So this is where sometimes planning ahead is good. This is just not my strong suit per se. I could, oh boy. Because even building a rail right now is not going to help me. Because I can build the rail, but I can't build the station until I get that in play. I think this is it, unfortunately. Unless Matthew can see something that I'm not seeing, I think I'm going to take my 2 turns, but I think I'm going to be done because I don't see how I can get... I don't see how I can get another turn. Because even if I get 2 movement, right now I have 1 movement. So even if I just to move, I need 3 actions is what it comes down to. I think this is the end of my run. Oh, that's so upsetting. Yeah. So what I was trying to do is get this purple one out. I can't put it here. So then I was thinking I could move, but I only have 1 movement. So I would technically, in order to get there, I need 2. Or what I was thinking of doing is doing an adjust action, taking one of these and putting it here to get that station out. Okay, so this is good to know. So turning around is not an action when you hit the dead end. It's only an action when in the middle of your track line. Oh, okay. I thought it was when it hit the end of the line. According to here, I must have misread that. So let's see here. You may return to the opposite direction. Okay. You may turn your train. You may turn your train to turn in the opposite direction at any station as an action if you have 1 unit in reverse train. You may not take a reverse train action during a move action. So that's what it says. So that's probably why I misunderstood. Okay. End of the line. Yeah. It's not an action when you hit the dead end. It's only an action when in the middle of your track line. Winnie the Pooh had end of the line. So I thought it was one if you got to the end of the line, you had to use an action to turn around. So, yeah. Exactly. So right now, I'm already turned around, so there's no issue here. But at this point, I'm done, unfortunately. So I believe there's nothing I can do. So if anyone can see an extra action that I can do, I have 2 actions, and I think I need 3 here. But I think that I'm done, unfortunately, at this point. So, yeah. Boo-hoo! Oh, no. So I could take my 2 actions. Sure, I'll play it out for you, but it's not going to end well for me. So my 2 actions would have been to move here for 1. Actually, my 2 actions would have been to put something out. I can't. So, yeah. So it would be to... What I would have done probably is do an adjust, where I would have moved from drop off to here, which unlocks the station, but that's 1 action. And then, sure, I guess I could move, but I only have enough to move for 1. So, unfortunately, game over for me. So, I'm sure some of you are saying, I would have done this so much better. You're probably right. I don't play solo. So, that would be accurate. But, there you go. I gave it a try. I didn't do well, but it is tough. Now, I know the turning one, that was always one, even when we played multiplayer, that I found confusing. Like, when you get to the end of your line, you have to turn around, so I was under the impression that you have to use an action in order to do that. But someone in the chat can let me know from Bezier if that is correct. I know midway, so that's like if I get to a station here, can't go any further, I have to turn around. Boop. Does that count as an action? And I know when we played multiplayer, that was something that came up that I thought was a bit confusing. It wasn't super clear for me, so this will be good if we can clear that up now. But we're done. I didn't make it. And what's supposed to happen is some scoring. So if you actually really want to see how badly I scored, we can run through that. Let me just grab my rule book. David, at least you finished in first place. I don't know how good I feel about that. All right, so I finished it. We didn't say well. All right, so now you're supposed to do points for VP. Actually, I should turn to the solo because solo does have a slight difference. So the scoring table, it tells us at the end, it says here, I can't draw anymore. Game ends immediately. And we're supposed to use the single player score sheet on the back of the normal for scoring this game, which we shall do. Single player. Well, it doesn't look any better for me, so let's put it that way. When scoring, we're going to count the passengers drawn from the bag and put them aside. Enter that on the minus turn line of the sheet, subtracting those VP from your score. Something tells me I'm going to be in the negatives here because that's a lot. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I didn't get any pinks here. No purples. No any of the coral colored. Wow, this is rough. Okay. Did we get some? I didn't even finish this. I was so close to finishing this. I'm so sad. Oh, yeah, Alex. No, Alexandra, of course. Listen, I'm not... Everybody who knows me, I lose all the time. Although I've had some pretty good wins, too. But I don't play solo, so for me, it's just the experience. People can get an idea to see it. So for those of you watching, I hope this gave you a good idea of, like, hey, this might be a game I might like, maybe not. Don't judge it based solely on the solo. Like I said, I do like it as a multiplayer. So, and this is just one map. The Berlin map has a bit more intricacy to it, so you might find some other... I don't want to say complicated, but it's not as casual play as this one. So, direct connections? Wow, I suck. I didn't do any of these things, so no points there. My cards? Well, there we go. No lilac or purple commuters. Oh, look at that. I have none of those on my board. Woo! 10 points. Do I have a connection between an embassy and a factory direct? Unfortunately not. And 2 points per straight tile in my supply. Well, I tried not to use them. It was hard. 2, 4, 6. Woo! 8 big ones for that one. Here's where it gets salty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh, boy. So, minus turns. So, let's see. My score was 18. Tier. Minus 23. Oh, my goodness. Yes, I have a score of minus 5. Oh, sorry. Yes, the pinks on my board I have on 1. So, Matthew, there you go. Sorry. Minus 4. Let's be clear. Wah, wah, wah. So there you go. How not to play this game solo. But as you can, it was just to demonstrate that there's a lot happening. You got to pay attention. You really have to plan what you're doing with your moves. Extra actions, I say it and I never do it, but extra actions are really important. As you can see, it's a struggle to get anywhere with just 2 actions. So if you can get that pumped up, I think that's really good. Obviously, trying to get more stations out and more in your bag, I think is really helpful. So there are things, obviously, that I didn't do correctly, but I just wanted to give you an idea of the game. When I say correctly, I should have taken more strategic actions. But I think we all had a good time, and that, to me, is all that matters, and you got to see a little bit of the game. But Matthew, if you're still there, or Alexandra, could you please put some clarification about the turning? Because the rules in the book and what I'm being told here are a little bit confusing. So if you can clarify that for somebody else who may be interested in playing this game, because I may have actually given myself less turns by taking actions to turn. So that would be good if we could clarify that as well. So, well, that's it. Yeah, so let me pop over to the other screen. So here we go. Well, thanks everybody for joining. Hopefully you had fun and witnessing my horrendous loss. A big thank you to Bezier for popping in the chat and helping out. So overall, the rules are not super complicated. There are things that you have to remember to do. And even when I played it multiplayer, like there were things we'd forget. Oh, we can't do this. Oh no, that costs an action to do that. So it's just a matter of staying on top of that. But they do note in the rule book, if you didn't do X, Y, Z, this is how you can kind of backtrack it without kind of, you know, throwing off the game. So it's I shouldn't say it's forgiving that way, but at least they understand that people can forget because there are a few things happening. Definitely, this is a game, first time I played it, I really enjoyed it. It doesn't matter how bad I am at it. I don't care. I enjoy the game, and I enjoy the people that I was playing with. I think I played with Ted and his wife, so designer of the game, and Game Boy Geek, so Dan, King, and we had a really good time. This is a game that I want to play more to get better at it. Again, I would really love to play it multiplayer. It is on Tabletopia, if I'm not mistaken, so if you want to give it a try digitally, then you can at least go on Tabletopia to get a feel for it to see if it would work. I'm curious to know how many people feel like this will be close to a Ticket to Ride. I feel like there's a little bit more involved than Ticket to Ride, but I don't find it overly complicated. Lots of things to remember, but not overly complicated. So, oh, somebody left. Who left? Bye, Amanda. Thank you for popping in. As always, I appreciate it. Oh my goodness, what's next on the solo menu? That's a good question. So I actually just got Halorato. I always say that wrong. Halorato, I think that's correct. I'm thinking about that for the next solo game, potentially. Or if you all want to see something a bit lighter, I was thinking of doing, there's one from Pandasaurus. It's a dexterity game. You want to get a good laugh? Me doing dexterity? It's even more hilarious than this. So that was another one I was thinking of doing. The name's not coming to me right now. Oh, here we go. So Matthew is clarifying something as well. So if you have suggestions for games you want to see, let me know. I probably have it, but if not, I'm sure I can find a way to get my hands on it. But yeah, so definitely something a bit more in my wheelhouse, I guess you could say. So Euros, worker placements, I like those sorts of things. We're looking at doing something like that. Oh, perfect, Miguel. So you've played it. It's quick and easy. Halorato is quick and easy and works as a solo game. Then I might be able to do that one next. Oh, that's great. Now you can come by and help me out. Galactic Camel, David. Solo, yeah, me and dexterity are not friends. Memory, dexterity, I'm terrible. Like, I can confidently say terrible, and I don't enjoy playing them. But this one seems to be fun, so we'll see. Matthew, thank you for clarifying. When your train reaches the end of the line, you can move no further. It will automatically turn around and doesn't cost you an action, only changing direction in the middle of your line. Okay, so I probably shorted myself a few actions in this game because I was charging myself for a couple of them when I turned around. So if you get to the end of your line and you can't go any further, it automatically turns. I was reading it that I had to pay for that as an action. I think I was also thinking about when I test played it, and there was some confusion there, so I was thinking of that. So in this game, if you're watching it, I may have taken a few extra actions off of myself, so I may have had a couple more rounds to do what I needed to do. So bear that in mind when you're watching back. But please bear that this is not a tutorial video. It's just for me to play it. This is kind of how I play it when I'm figuring things out. I only played it one time before this, so there were bound to be problems. But that's why we have people in the chat to help us out. All right, so I have a morbid curiosity about the dexterity game. Okay, fine, just so I can demonstrate my poor skills, except for that one time on Geek and Sundry where I just did really well in a dexterity game. Gosh, it was good. I had the winning move. That's a 1 in a million shot. Anyway, I digress. People have to go back to work. Thank you, chat, as always, for being so supportive and helping me out and encouraging me to do more of this solo stuff, because you all know I'm not super comfortable doing it, but hey, we're here to have fun, and you all are amazing. I know there's some new people in the chat I've seen. Some are quiet, and that's totally fine, but we encourage you to chat. I don't bite. People in the chat are fantastic, and we'd love to see your faces more. So, also to the people who might be scared to do this, what I'm doing, or playing solo, I'm actually an introvert. I don't like playing solo games, and this makes me very nervous doing this. So if that's anything, you can totally do it too. So have the support of a great community, and the companies and publishers are also lovely to pop in and help out. So that being said, I gotta get back to work, get ready to teach a class soon, and I hope all of you have, well, have a super, super awesome day. So thanks as always. I appreciate all of you, and we'll see you soon with another solo game. Bye!